Hey, this is Joe from SoFly, and in this video, we are going to create a WooCommerce order export and then allow non-admins to run that export. So we're going to create a client mode export with WP all export. So to get started, we'll go down here to new export. Then we're going to select WooCommerce Orders from the dropdown. And then we have some filtering options. So if we wanted to, for example, just export orders from a certain state or within a certain time period, or that contain a certain product, we could add those rules over here. In this case, I'm just going to export everything. So we will go ahead and customize our export file. And this is where we drag and drop to create the export. So by default, we just get this really simple spreadsheet. So I'm going to remove some of these items that I don't need. I just want the order ID. And then we'll put in our customer data. So for billing first name, billing last name, and get the item information. We'll give them the SKU. Like here, we'll give them the order total. That's probably pretty good. Then we have some other product data down here, such as the product attributes, stock information. So we'll tell them the color and the size of the product that was ordered. Maybe the product name would be good. Okay, so let's check that out. Looks pretty good. And I'd actually like to combine these name fields into one. So we'll go to custom export field, our customer information, clean it up just a little bit. We'll call this name, save that, bring it over here, get rid of this, let's check it out. Looks good. Okay. And then down here, we can determine what kind of export type we want to create. So we can make a CSV, Excel files, we can do simple XML if we wanted to. We can do a custom XML feed where we really go in deep and can create a very specific XML feed to a very specific specification. We have videos on all of this, so check out our channel for more information on that. In this case, we're just going to do a simple CSV. Okay, so now we'll continue. All right, so we have scheduling options here. So we can run this export, for example, every week on a Monday or just on the first Monday of the month at midnight. This service, this point and click setup here, costs $9 a month. You can also do this with cron jobs. Cron jobs are included in WPL Export Pro. You just have to set the cron jobs up yourself. In this case, we're not going to run up. In this case, we're not going to schedule anything, but we are going to export each WooCommerce order. But we are going to allow non-admins to run this export in client mode. So we just select that, and then we save and run the export. I'm going to let this run. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go over here to settings. So in our settings, we have our client mode options here. Now I want my editors to be able to edit our XML feed, to be able to run our export. So I'll save client mode settings. So now every user on my site with the user role of editor is going to be able to see WPL export, and they're just going to be able to see the exports that I've enabled client mode for. And all they're going to be able to do is run that export. They can't edit it. They can't create a new export. They can't do anything potentially dangerous. Okay. So let's go back over here to our export. It's still running. We'll give it a few minutes and we will come back when it's done. Okay, so the export is complete. So let's go over here. I have here my editor. So I'm going to switch to the editor. I'm using a plugin here, so now I can switch to him. And here's the screen. So go over here to all export. And here is what I can do. I can run the export again, or I can download the CSV. So let's download our CSV and check it out. There it is. There is my export that I created. Pretty simple. Okay, so that's all it takes to export WooCommerce orders in client mode so that non-admins can run your exports and download them. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.